Artificial intelligence is advancing at a breathtaking pace, and the stakes have never been higher. On September 17th, a key US House panel convened on Capitol Hill to dive deep into the promises and perils of AI technology. This hearing, hosted by the House Oversight Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, Information Technology, and Government Innovation, brought together industry leaders and policy experts to discuss how America should navigate the rapid evolution of AI, balancing groundbreaking innovation with serious concerns about jobs, privacy, and national security. The discussion was a careful dance between excitement and caution. Chairwoman Nancy Mace, a Republican from South Carolina, drew a powerful comparison between today's AI race and historic technological battles like the space race and nuclear arms development. She highlighted how American companies are pushing the envelope, driving advances in fields ranging from healthcare to smarter transportation and even agriculture. But here's where it gets controversial. While the U.S. is making strides, the pressure to maintain global leadership is intense and fraught with risk. On the other side, Ranking Member Shontel Brown, a Democrat from Ohio, emphasized the critical need for responsible AI use. She warned that without proper safeguards, automation could worsen social inequalities and leave many workers behind. This is the part most people miss: the human cost of AI's rapid adoption. Experts testifying at the hearing echoed this dual narrative of opportunity and risk. Kinsey Fabrizio, president of the Consumer Technology Association, painted a picture of AI already woven into daily life. From medical devices that save lives to autonomous farming equipment that boosts efficiency. She called AI the next great American growth engine, but cautioned that a patchwork of state regulations could choke innovation, especially for smaller companies. The CTA is pushing Congress to create a unified federal framework and privacy laws that provide clear, consistent rules for businesses nationwide. This concern isn't isolated. Financial technology and banking leaders have voiced similar worries, as reported by PYMNTS. They point out that overlapping state and federal regulations create a tangled web of compliance challenges, slowing down AI adoption in critical areas like fraud detection and credit risk assessment. The speed at which AI is evolving is nothing short of astonishing. Samuel Hammond, chief economist at the Foundation for American Innovation, highlighted how large language models has rapidly progressed from simple text generators to systems capable of complex reasoning in just a few years. OpenAI's latest AI can now autonomously complete tasks that would take humans over 2 hours of engineering effort, with the complexity of these tasks doubling every 4 to 7 months. Hammond sounded a note of caution about recursive self-improvement, the idea that AI could soon design even more advanced versions of itself, accelerating innovation cycles exponentially. He boldly predicted that superintelligent AI scientists and mathematicians might emerge by the end of the year, though he acknowledged that limitations like computing power and energy availability could slow this progress. This raises a provocative question. Are we prepared for AI systems that could outthink human experts? The hearing also tackled the crucial issues of fairness, workforce impact, and regulatory guardrails. Nicole Turner-Lee, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution, stressed the importance of protecting consumers and preparing workers for AI-driven changes. She pointed out risks such as bias in AI-powered hiring tools and the rise of sophisticated scams using AI-generated voice cloning. Turner-Lee called for stronger federal privacy protections, mandatory human oversight, and regular audits of automated decision-making systems. When it comes to jobs, opinions varied. Fabrizio highlighted new opportunities in STEM fields and apprenticeship programs, suggesting AI could create fresh career paths. Hammond noted that some workers might adapt more quickly than expected, citing increased demand for tradespeople like electricians and HVAC technicians who support data centers. However, Turner-Lee warned that job displacement could disproportionately affect unionized and frontline workers, urging a nationwide push for AI literacy to help the workforce transition smoothly. Recent research from PYMNTS found that nearly 54% of U.S. workers expect AI to change their job roles within 5 years. Reflecting a mix of anxiety and cautious optimism across industries, global competition, especially with China, was a recurring theme. Witnesses described Beijing's massive investments in semiconductors, robotics, and data infrastructure. Fabrizio warned that the U.S. cannot afford to fall behind in AI development, or it risks losing entire industries and supply chains to foreign competitors. Lawmakers are considering a national AI framework to prevent conflicting state regulations, as PYMNTS has reported. Yet, Turner-Lee cautioned that federal policies must not undermine state-level consumer protections. Where attorneys general are actively experimenting with measures to combat fraud and misuse, this balancing act between global leadership and domestic fairness is a complex policy challenge. The hearing made one thing clear: the future of AI in America hinges on finding the right mix of innovation and regulation. Experts agreed that rules must be flexible enough to foster creativity, but robust enough to build public trust and protect citizens. As Chairwoman Mace concluded, "When we get this right, we'll ensure artificial intelligence fulfills its extraordinary promise." But the question remains, how do we strike that perfect balance? What safeguards are enough? And when does regulation become a barrier? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe AI's benefits outweigh its risks? Or should we be more cautious? Join the conversation below.